Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations and I'm Nova and I am so happy to see you today. I hope you're doing well and I hope you and your loved ones are taking care of the best that you can. I am popping on here real quick today to have Freeform Friday with you guys. If you haven't been here for Freeform Friday before, I highly recommend you check out some of our other Freeform videos. At the end of this video, I will pop up on the screen my Freeform Friday playlist, as well as in the description box. I will put, it's actually Freeform Crochet, like my Freeform Crochet videos playlist. So it's got Freeform Fridays and it's also just got like other Freeform videos that I've made. But if you want to see what Freeform Fridays are about, that would be the best way to do that. Just a super quick, like kind of summary of what it is I come on here every Friday and we have a little episode about Freeform Crochet, and this is an open collab that I include to you guys. So if you are watching this video, that means that you are welcome to join in. And basically every week we have some sort of a little prompt to kind of get us going with our Freeform Crochet, just to inspire us. And I pick a new prompt every week, or right now I actually set one for the month, so it's for the 4 weeks of September, and that theme is Halloween. You do not have to follow that theme or that prompt. You can just do whatever you want, and you can interpret what that prompt means to you however you want. So that can be a starting point. Maybe you pick your first color based off of that, and then you just go crazy with it. Maybe you kind of theme your whole scrumble with that in mind. That is totally up to you. So that's basically a really short gist of what Freeform Friday is. If you would like to participate, my email is in the description box below this video and all of my videos. It is novagnomecreations@gmail.com. Just pop me an email, put Freeform Friday as the subject line, and don't forget to include your pictures. Let me know what name to credit you as, and you can say anything else you want. Those are just the three main things. Freeform Friday in the subject line, include your name, and then include, or whatever you want to be credited as. It doesn't have to be like your given name. It could be whatever you want. You know, if you want me to use a handle, like a social media name, or a nickname, or whatever you want, just let me know and make sure you include your pictures. You also are able to do as many as you want. So if you're playing catch up, maybe you're joining in from my other Freeform Friday videos, using those prompts as inspiration, then feel free to send those in. You don't have to only send in one. You can send in several. So what if you don't know what a scrumble is? What if you don't know what Freeform Crochet is? I do want to really quickly fill you in on what those things are. So Freeform Crochet is basically crochet where you don't have any rules. You are going into this like flying blind. You don't have to have a plan. You can have a plan, but you don't have to. You can make it up as you go along. There's no pressure. You're not trying to make it fit a certain size or be a certain size. You're not trying to make a certain shape. You know, there's no like any of those things that can restrict you with normal crochet, because you're just doing this to have fun. It can be, you know, using up all these different types of scraps that you have for yarn. It could be trying to incorporate all these different types of yarn. One of my favorite things about Freeform Crochet is incorporating a lot of different textures, novelty yarns, fluffy yarns, you know, different thicknesses, different colors, and just letting like the chaos really just go together and like see what it turns into. But you can basically just start crocheting, turn this way and that, switch stitches anytime you want, you know, make whatever kind of fun shapes, funky shapes. And that is basically what Freeform Crochet is. Now, a scrumble is like a small piece of Freeform Crochet. It is like a self-contained piece. You may or may not do something with it at a later date. You may just keep it a small scrumble. Some things that people do with like just a single scrumble, maybe you use it as a coaster, maybe you use it as wall art. You could put it, stretch it over a canvas, put it on your wall. You could put it in like an embroidery hoop. You could literally just pin it onto your wall. And then what you can also do with scrumbles, or absolutely nothing, you could just hang on to them because they're fun to do, just like, you know, painting or drawing or whatever. You do it for the love of it too. But if you're wanting to turn your scrumbles into a larger project, what you can do is you can connect those together and you can make literally anything. So anything that you can think of that you would make with normal fiber arts, and even things you wouldn't, you can make with scrumbles. So if you want to make a shawl, you want to make a cardigan, you want to make a poncho, a backpack, Some other things that are a little bit more like open to whatever shape they kind of come out to be when you connect them together. A rug, a wall decoration, like a tapestry or something like that, a blanket, like I said, a shawl or a poncho type of thing. Those don't have to be a specific shape either. I actually saw a poncho, freeform poncho recently that was really cool. They basically made a scrumble that had a big hole in the middle for the head, and then they just attached their scrumbles all around it, and it made just like a like, I don't know the word that I'm trying to think of. I have it in my head, but it's not right. And it's like not coming out right, but whatever. It wasn't, you know, your standard poncho shape. It was very like amoeba, like all the way around, whatever shape it came out to be. That's the cool thing about freeform crochet is it can be as funky or as, you know, like not funky as you want it to be. I've seen freeform crochet done in all neutrals. I've seen freeform crochet done in every color of the rainbow, you know, including tons of different textures of yarns. Like you can literally do whatever it is that you want with it. I have a specific way I like to do freeform crochet. That might not be the way you like to do your freeform crochet. So I just share with you the way that I like to do it, and then also what it is, and basically just kind of try to inspire you to give it a try. If it's something you're interested in, just go for it. I know it can be a little overwhelming. You can feel like, oh, I couldn't do that. I need a pattern. Freeform crochet is the perfect way for you to stretch your feet, stretch your limbs. Yeah, stretch your limbs. I think that's a better way of putting it. Or dip your toe in. That'd be another good way of putting it. Into the world of freehanding. So if you are intimidated by freehand crochet and you're like, I want to do freeform, but I can't freehand, this is a really good thing for you to actually try freehanding, because there's no way to do it wrong. It's a good way to learn about yourself and the way that you crochet, and see how different stitches lay, if they lay flat, you know, things like that, when to do increases and decreases and all that kind of stuff. So this is actually the best way for you to try out freehanding. So I am just really quick popping on to show you guys what I made this week and to show you the submissions that I've gotten. So this week, this is my scrumble. It very much is reminiscent to me of like a spooky piece of pizza. And I used Halloween colors as well as yarn scraps for this. So this is Parfait Chunky, the one that has the little flecks in it. It's like black with like rainbow neon flecks. And then this is, I believe, a scrap of Red Heart Super Savers, possibly retro stripe. I'm not 100% sure on that though. Like I said, it is a scrap. And then just some orange, which I'm also not sure, maybe from a mandala cake. But I just kind of crocheted a triangle sort of shape. I did some surface crochet, just kind of swirling around, doubling back. Thought it gave a cool effect. And then I did this little kind of like a crust of a pizza, and I just did some different types of stitches to vary the height. And obviously when it started to feel like a piece of pizza, I totally leaned into the fact that it looked like a piece of pizza and just ran with that. So that is my scrumble for today. Like I said, I'm keeping them pretty small this month because I actually have an idea or several ideas of what I'm going to do with these scrumbles. I'm wanting to make a little Halloween themed project with them for next month, for the 13 days of Yarnoween. So I'm making small scrumbles and going to make a small project with them. But if you aren't familiar with freeform crochet or what scrumbles are or any of that, highly recommend you go check out some of my other freeform crochet videos. I go a lot more in details about what those things are in those videos, but I just wanted to pop on real fast today before the day is gone and I missed Freeform Friday. But thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed my little scrumble, and without further ado, let us hop into the montage of the scrumbles you guys have made.